Commission seeks collaboration with media organizations to promote government programs and policies. State governments assures of preparation to mitigate impact of expected flood in 5 local government areas of the state. Plus, Odukbangi surveillance team frown at usage of hotels and brothels as hideout for criminalities. Details of these and more shortly. Good evening. Thank you for joining me on NTA News Highlights. I am Arut Ndem. Now the news in details. The State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Erasmus Ekpang, is seeking collaboration with media organizations to promote the agenda of the state government in order to fast-track developments. The Commissioner said this during a familiarization visit of the Government House Press Corps, led by its chairman, Nta Calabar, to his office. Mr. Erasmus Ekpang to do all within his power to highlight policies and programs of Governor Tu's administration, placing the state on a progressive path. Chairman, Government House Press Corps, Nta Calabar, says the corps, comprising 16-man crew drawn from various media houses operating in state, is ready to partner the Ministry of Information to attend the task of promoting the vision and goals of present administration. And moving on, the State Surveillance Odukbangi Division says they are aware of illegal operations currently making rounds and perpetrated by hotel and brothel operators in Odukbangi local government area. The coordinator of surveillance on illegality committee, Mr. Philip Ekanu, made this known in Calabar following successful raids on hotels and brothels in Ikot, Efionto, and Okurikan communities in Odukbangi local government area, warns hotels and nightclubs in the area against permitting illegal activities in drugs, trafficking, prostitution, and abuses, illegalities, other kinds. He said the mandate of the surveillance committee is complementary to other statutory forces covering trafficking, prostitution, illegal logging of the forest, scrap operations, and violence against women. Unsustainable practices that have driven the destruction of the mangrove ecosystem in Nigeria and Cross River State in particularly will now be critically checked to forestall further unhealthy activities identified to be prevalent in Cross River State ecosystem. This is happening with the commencement of an integrated management of mangrove ecosystem and expansion of social protection for fishery and forest dependents in the coastal communities of Cross River State. Morilu Ajom, who was at the stakeholders' inception workshop of the project, tells us more.
Cross River State has over time been enlisted among communities in Nigeria blessed with abundant natural resources including mangrove ecosystem, which was at a time properly managed for the generation of revenue for the state and the country at large, especially in the mitigation of climate change crises.
Today, the story is different as unsustainable harmful activities and disasters like logging and perennial flooding, among others, have led to the degradation in this nature's endowment in the nation's mangrove ecosystem. However, hope is not completely lost for the rehabilitation and restoration of the Cross River State ecosystem. This is as the United Kingdom government's Foreign Commonwealth Office in Nigeria is taking responsibility to fund a project to be executed by Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations in partnership with the Federal Ministries of Environment, Agriculture and Rural Development to wage war against the destruction of the mangrove ecosystem in Nigeria.
And if you look at different reports, Nigeria is certainly in the top 10 of those countries most affected by climate extremes. And one report that I recall suggests that Nigeria is in the top 10 of the least ready to adapt to climate change.
Why not? We're a coastline state and we have a mangrove, isn't it? And we know what the mangrove means to us, to our economy, For instance, the fisheries, the shrimps, and all the rest, which Cross River State is a very major supplier to the whole country. If our mangrove forest is gone, we cannot have again the advantage of supplying the country with the fish and other shrimps, which we do. So trying to conserve the mangrove forest is to us an advantage.
It's an integrated program that aims to support restoration of mangrove landscapes.
Stakeholders at an inception workshop with host communities resolved to increase commitment to the realization of the project.
We hope that by collaborative efforts, the mangrove degradation in Niger Delta can be managed and also reversed.
It will serve as a springboard to preserve mangrove and also generate carbon credit for the state and the community.
Focal areas of the workshop are policies, alternative livelihood and restoration of the mangrove ecosystem. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
That's it on our news for tonight. Thank you for watching.